distinguished ladies and gentlemen, there was an omission in the introduction. She failed, or whoever it was, failed to include my dancing abilities and my skills.
One of the many moments of laughter we enjoyed with the late Agriculture Minister Roger Clark as he kept both the media and his audiences engaged wherever he went. We relive some of those classic moments in our show. Plus, the agricultural sector reflects on his life and work. I'm your host, Adrian Atkinson. Welcome to Jamaica Magazine.
This is one time we don't want you to laugh.
Staying safe on the road is a serious thing.
Mr. Taxi driver and bus driver, take time, man. People, so one-stop driver and come off.
Cyclists, motorcyclists, pedestrian, all road users using the head.
Only if you use cell phone and drive. No, man.
Idiot thing that.
Road safety is no laughing matter.
Because we want you to be around
and laughing with us for a long time.
A message from the National Road Safety Council and National Health Fund.
Good day, I'm Andrea Chizom and this is your JIS News for Thursday, September 11. Ground has been broken for the construction of a $21 million Portmore Sewerage Improvement Project, which is expected to benefit approximately 200,000 residents in the city. The project includes the building of infrastructure to facilitate the transfer of sewage from the treatment plants at Independence City, Bridgeport, Hamilton Gardens, Portmore Villas and Caymanas Gardens. Minister of Water, Land Environment and Climate Change Robert Pickersgill says the project will deliver major benefits.
The greater benefits to be achieved from this project are improved environmental and public health conditions for the citizens of Portmore, as the existing plants are not now routinely performing to the regulatory standards.
The entire project should take 24 months to design and complete. Government has invested $7 million in a locally produced low-cost concrete mix, which is expected to save the country millions in road repair costs, improve road safety, and make potholes a thing of the past. The concrete mix is made from local aggregate and waste material from bauxite processing, such as red mud. When applied, it is expected to remain in position much longer than current materials. Speaking at the recent launch, Minister of Science, Technology, Energy and Mining Philip Paulwell said this initiative would reduce the input cost of road repairs as the imported fuel used to produce cement was a drain on the economy.
A new low-cost alternative for low-strength applications should therefore make it possible to carry out many more projects. Creating jobs, that's an important aspect of it. This is labor-intensive, and to have safer roads, especially in our rural communities.
The product was developed by the International Center for Environmental and Nuclear Sciences under the New Material Road Repair Project. The Ministry of Health says the U.S. government will continue partnering with Jamaica to reduce the prevalence of HIV/AIDS on the island. A statement from the ministry says the commitment was given by Charge d'Affaires at the United States Embassy, Elizabeth Lee Martinez, during a recent meeting. The ministry says Jamaica will continue to benefit through an interagency effort with assistance from the President's Emergency Plan for AIDS Relief PEPFAR program. A high-level team from the Office of the Global AIDS Coordinator will be visiting Jamaica in October to finalize the revised program of work for PEPFAR. The total U.S. government PEPFAR commitment with the Ministry of Health is $2.6 million, which covers activities from March 2014 through February 2015. It is expected that additional resources will be provided for the subsequent 5-year period, which will mark the third authorization of funds under the program. Labour and Social Security Minister Derek Kellier has explained that his ministry's decision to delay full enactment of the Flexi Work Week bill is to accommodate new concerns raised by the public. He made the announcement at a public consultation on the legislation in Montego Bay last Thursday.
We need it. The country needs it. So whatever the kinks are in the system, we have to work them out. And then we are going to be engaged in a program so that we get it, the sensitization on a wider basis, and maybe give ourselves a 3-month period so that we complete this activity before the end of the year.
Street and at-risk boys housed at the Goodwin Park Hostel are being encouraged to make use of a recent donation to the Holmes Library. The Ministry of Youth's Miguel Stepper Williams made the call as 800 reading books were handed over to the hostel on Monday.
Utilize them to empower their lives, change their lives, and use it as well to empower others around you. Because people make the mistake and believe that youngsters cannot empower adults, you know. Then in the Bible it really comes across, a child shall lead the way, you know. So take charge and use the resources positively, you know, and to realize the possibilities that lie await out there for you.
Williams was speaking on behalf of the Minister of Youth and Culture, Lisa Hanna. The donation was the result of a book drive undertaken by the National Youth Service and the Rotary Club of St. Andrew. And finally, persons are being reminded of the health benefits of giving blood. Media consultant and blood drive organizer Faye Ellington says donating just a pint of blood may lower the risk of cardiovascular disease.
It is important for you to give blood because you could very well be saving a life. And it is important to give blood for men because it helps to alleviate the risk of heart disease.
Ms. Ellington's blood drive, scheduled for this Saturday, is in commemoration of her 40 years in media and journalism. It will be held at the National Chest Hospital in St. Andrew. Persons in rural areas will also have a chance to support the initiative on Tuesday by donating blood at a collection center located in hospitals island-wide. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Andrea Chisholm. Thank you for watching.
Householders, business people, school administrators, protect yourself and your children from the chikungunya virus. Be on the alert. Help control the mosquito population. Chikungunya is a virus transmitted by the Aedes aegypti mosquito, which breeds in and around your home, workplace, and school. Destroy breeding sites. Empty old tires and all other containers where water can settle. Bore holes in old cans. Cover water drums and garbage cans. Wash flower pots and vases and clean pet dishes regularly. Protect yourself from mosquito bites. Cover your body as much as possible and use mosquito repellent containing DEET. And if you're experiencing symptoms of chikungunya, a sudden high fever, headache, rash, nausea, pain, stiffness, or severe joint pains, see your doctor or go to the nearest health center.
Roger Clark served Jamaica's agriculture sector for many years and in that time did much to improve its stock. A farmer himself, few would not have known that agriculture was the late minister's passion. His colleagues in the sector share their memories of him and the seeds he sowed for a thriving agriculture sector.
Though the curtain has to fall, I know you will always be my friend. And though I miss you every day, I know you will always.
Roger was a complete man, husband, farmer, politician, friend. He was a cook, manager, domino player. He was a friend to all. Let us salute this man who has given his entire life to the service of this country, to the service of agriculture.
Kid, 'cause even though you're gone, love goes on.
He proved that there is dignity in farming and that a big heart is better than a closed mind. He believed that agriculture must and should play a pivotal role in Jamaica achieving real growth. When others would have given up on the sector after the many storms, hurricanes, droughts, and all the adverse weather conditions which plagued the industry, he encouraged us. And in his own humorous way, he appealed to the European Union to assist us, to give us until they could give no more.
The Board of Management will be sitting down and developing a full and comprehensive program as to how we will remember this great Jamaican, this great farm leader, the champion of champions so that his name will never be forgotten.
I would also suggest that on the day of his funeral, every farmer in and across Jamaica plant a tree of some value to commemorate some of what Mr. Roger Clark actually stood for.
It just echoes in my mind. But if hearts are made of dust, and if we fell from the stars.
His contribution to the 4-H clubs was very tangible because under his leadership, the government budgetary contribution to the 4-H movement grew by over 1,000%. He was the finest model I have known when it comes to punctuality. He was never late for any occasion.
He was very passionate to see a reduction in the imported goods and work very hard in getting the agro-parks to its full mandate. He had great passion to see the reduction of pre-larceny in Jamaica. As a farmer himself, he understood the plight of the farmers and could be identified with all the challenges we face.
I miss you every day. I know you will always be.
One of his mission for Westmoreland that he discussed with us as an association branch society was that he wanted Westmoreland to be always up in the top parish in terms of domestic food production. His contribution towards the Dembe agriculture show from a Westmoreland standpoint, we could always depend on it. When we were first, he felt great adoration for his home parish. And for the past couple of years when we were not first, he gave it to us.
in Roger's way.
In his own way.
He never forgot the small farmers. They had made a significant impact on the economy, and he always found a way to embrace and to empower the small farmers.
It's the first in the history of this country that we have ever brought large farmers, middle farmers, small farmers under one umbrella in the unity of love. My friend here, we have not had much strike, right? Because Roger harmonized large farmers and medium farmers for one common good, for the production of things in agriculture.
Roger, to the Jamaica Agriculture Society and the 220,000 farmers, was a champion farmer. He was a champion of many champions.
Finger-licking jerk chicken, Helcher fish and bami, we run down yam and banana, roast breadfruit, sweet potato pudding. Jamaica food sweet. So let's make a pledge to use more local produce and less foreign goods. Let's grow what we eat and eat what we grow.
Laughter was medicine for Agriculture Minister Roger Clark, and there was no such thing as an overdose for him. Because if he went on 5 assignments for the day, he had to have an intake on every occasion. And those around him did the same. As the country continues to mourn his loss, we also want to celebrate his life and remember the joy he brought to so many.
I drove around to look this morning at some of the fields that have been served by the water. And when you look at the scallion, boy, it's really green for true. But it's real PNP green. Real PNP green. Pretty. Lovely. And that is the kind of production that I want to see happening down here. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, there was an omission in the introduction. She failed, or whoever it was, failed to include my dancing abilities and my skills. To see me in that position that you saw me the other day tells you that Reneville Whites is the best thing in the world. Best thing in the world. Those two people who came up to perform, I was on edge because I was listening if the little girl would talk about chicken back. But I see there is another item from JCDC. I hope it doesn't get included in that presentation. Public defender, domino partner, 2-6 love you get last time. No more smoking at that place, thanks to Dr. Fenton Ferguson. It can't continue. Forget the color of the hanky. Yeah. Oh, you have a red one. Oh, great. You're coming to come. You're coming to come. Yes. You ready? Yes, sir. But I give you a better one. I am coming from Rome. This little gentleman comes in, and I had my pull-on luggage, and he picked it up and put it in the overhead compartment and sat across from me. And then he said to me, "Hi, Minister." I said, "Oh, hi, how are you, sir?" I said, "Who are you?" He said, "Well, I'm from Campari." So I said, "Campari?" I said, "How long you been with them?" I said, 28 years. I said, "Yes." And I asked him who he was. He told me. I said, "So the gentleman I met with the Prime Minister the other day, what is he in the company?" He said, "It's me, same one you mean." Oh my God. You know? So simple. Have on him little slippers, no socks, no nothing. I said, "My God, what is it?" I had to apologize most profusely. What is interesting is that when you are in opposition, it concentrates the mind wondrously. And I want you to be there to give me continuing advice for many, many years. You are the conceptualizer, and you are the advisor. I am the implementer.
nutritious food, succulent dishes, superior workmanship, and excellent service. Jamaica is on the go. Let's grow what we eat and eat what we grow. Let's harness the indomitable spirit of our most valued resource, our people. Let's support our local businesses. After all, buying Jamaican means building Jamaica.
Original.
Me belly, I just pay karate. Make me go cook something. What's my stirring? Cough down or wrong what me a cook. Who no smell it or me alone smell it? La no tell me say the look again no take out the jimboli. Make me go look. Ranky man, make me dash you away. After all, a little girl no know if it take out a little chimboli. Hey, when me the more young than you jolly go a dance, me beat it come up on the song. Jesus, slow me this I know, for the Bible tell me so. And when me and she come out to dance, me beat up on the dance. Run the down selector.
I'm Mario Mackenzie, Robin, captain of the Calabar High Track team. And me have a message for anybody who plan to take the tablet them, or the government give the scholars for use in class. You never hear so them break the tablet them. That mean anywhere the tablets there, the government can shut them down. Plus GPS tracker installing of them. And even if you find a way, and you go around all of that, the minute you go up on the internet, them are going to know. So here what you do. Just leave the youth them with the tablet. Give them a chance to further them education. Makes sense. Done.
Life is all about making decisions, choosing from a number of options to do a particular thing, which may result in a specific outcome.
It can be difficult, but there are 4 things you can do to help make that decision.
Stop. Check out what's happening and remind yourself to think before acting.
Think. Make sure you're aware of the choices, all the advantages and disadvantages. Then think about the consequences.
Act. Choose the best option and do something about it.
Review.
Finally, review what you have done and determine if it was good or bad. That way, you'll be in a better position to make the next decision, whether big or simple.
Sorry, I never told you. All I wanted to say, and now it's too late to hold you, 'cause you've flown away, so far away.
Feel
keeps our bodies working. Our food nutritious, our living and working spaces clean, and our lives comfortable. Water, the most precious resource necessary for the sustenance of life on our planet. Don't waste it. Let's conserve on this critical commodity. In the house, invest in storage containers and buckets. Take quick showers instead of long baths, and invest in water-efficient shower heads, toilets, and faucets. You may also want to consider one-pot meals and cooking methods that don't require much water. You could also wash fruits and vegetables in a bowl and reuse the water on your plants or grass. When cleaning dishes, fill both sinks and use one for washing and the other for rinsing. The leftover water can be used to wash off the concrete or asphalt in your yard. If you must wash your car at home, aim for once a fortnight and use a bucket to do the washing instead of running the hose. Don't delay. Start your water conservation practices today.
That's all we have time for today, but as usual, we have a program for you every day on this station. So join us. Keep sending those comments to Jamaica Magazine at jis.gov.jm and your tweets at JIS News. Our website has lots of information, plus past shows you may have missed, so get connected at jis.gov.jm. On behalf of the entire production crew, I'm Adrian Atkinson. Take care and have yourselves a safe weekend.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.